Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Monday. Sometimes the computer glitches and I have to restart, but we look good. It looks good. Looks good. Can you see the chart? Happy Monday. I'm so grateful for every single one of you. I'm so grateful for this community. And what a beautiful time to be alive, right? Had my first live Council of Nine gathering today. It was so potent and so beautiful and just felt so full. I'm just beaming with gratitude for the people in this community, the people that I get to connect with across time and space, for every single one of you. If this message finds you, oh, awesome, you can see it. Okay, good, because I put it up today, and there's so much fire and air, and I wanted to talk about it. Mars is going into Libra, and I'm excited for this it's one of the most fascinating transits of Mars, one of the most fascinating natal placements of Mars. In my perspective, I find it to be very fascinating, and this is just a beautiful time. How's everyone feeling today? What emotions are we choosing to feel today? How is everyone doing? What is new in your world? Are we excited? Are we grounded? Are we feeling heart flutterings? What's new? Today, full. I feel so full. Like, that's definitely my I statement for today. I feel so filled up and so grateful. Like, just so incredibly grateful for what I get to do in this world, how I get to show up, the souls that I get to connect with, every single one of you included. Like, there's no, just very, very full, very, very full. So my intention for today is to talk about the air and the fire. I thought about not putting up the water and earth planets. I'll take them down if need be, but the full moon that's coming up, energetic. I love that. I love that. Grounded, full, cleansed, and I absolutely love that. Absolutely love that. Beautiful words. It's so, yeah, it's like electric. It's just such a beautiful time to connect and to be here and now. And there's, yeah, I think this week, a beautiful week, endings, closures, and also portals opening. Mars going into Libra on the 6th, the full moon happening on the 9th, depending on your time zone. It might be different. That's Eastern Standard Time. And that's really going to be highlighting, like, it feels to me like that's kind of the closure, or the ta-da, the climactic moment, pardon me. Yeah, the climactic moment of all of this fire and air. And then next Monday, Mercury's going to go direct in Leo, in fire energy. But this Mars transit is, in essence, kind of taking over the energy of the full moon. It's Mars over here. And this is the general wheel for anyone who's new. Starts in Aries and goes all the way around over to Pisces. Right now, as we're talking, the moon is in Sag. So I love that for all of us. So we're feeling into the fire vibe. And the sun is in Leo. So Mars, our assertive planet, is going to be entering Libra. That's, in and of itself, so potent and so beautiful and so wonderful. In and of itself, it's our assertive planet. And I did a whole video on that. That's going to be tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow morning, 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That will be dropping. And that's going to include the entire transit of Mars in Libra, which goes from tomorrow, the 5th, or pardon me, it goes from the 6th. It's dropping tomorrow, the 5th. It goes from the 6th until the 22nd of September. Actually, Mars enters Scorpio on the day of the equinox, which is very, very fascinating, which is when the sun is going to go into Libra energy. So it's highlighting this Libra point over here. Big deal stuff, because we have Saturn and Neptune retrograde in Aries. Both of them are at 1 degree. So that's opposition energy. That's full moon energy over here. We're also going to have a grand air trine. I love the way that that sounds. Mars in Libra, Pluto retrograde in Aquarius, and Uranus over here in Gemini. Uranus is direct, Neptune, Saturn retrograde, Pluto is retrograde, and Mercury is retrograde during this full moon. That's a lot. That's a lot. Even just breaking it down, Mars opposing Saturn is a lot. Mars opposing Neptune is a lot. Mars opposing Saturn, Neptune conjunct is a lot. Mars in a trine to Uranus, this is a lot. This is a lot. Every single component, every single aspect is a lot. Mercury retrograde in Leo is a lot. The full moon will be in Aquarius right over here. That in and of itself is a lot. So this is a lot. Highlighting the fire and highlighting the air. What's very fascinating about this is that regardless of the fact that these planets are retrograde, we're still feeling into this new energy. We're still feeling into what Uranus and Gemini, Saturn and Neptune and Aries are going to feel like. Although all three of these planets, Saturn, Neptune, and Uranus, will go back, retrograde back into Pisces for these two and Taurus for this guy by the end of 2025. They will fully go into their signs 2026. And this is the energy. What we're feeling right now, regardless of the retrograde, is the new fire and air energy. We kind of got used to Pluto a little bit. That's been chilling. We're seeing that. We're feeling into it. Uranus and Gemini hit myself hard. Please let me know how that hit with you. Definitely feels like stepping into future self. Jonathan, I love that. I love that. It really does. It really does. And Jonathan, you've been speaking so beautifully about how we're laying the foundation, getting to know this future self. And then next year is going to be kind of like the main performance. And I absolutely love that. You're right on with Pam Gregory speaks of this. Like it's so beautiful that we get this, what I called or what I labeled dipping our toes into the new energy, into the new world. We're just getting a taste. We're getting an amuse-bouche. But this is how it's going to be feeling, very fiery, very air, where we've been used to earth and water. We were used to Saturn and Neptune in Pisces. We were used to Uranus and Taurus. However uncomfortable Uranus felt in Taurus, we were used to it. Yes, Temperance card. Yes, I love that. I love that. We were very used to it. And so, like I talked about in the August video, everything's just kind of like pop. But what we have is this clear energy shift from now until Mercury going direct, week from today. We're closing cycles, full moon energy, closing cycles, celebrating, ending timelines, all these different things, closing them down so that when Venus Neptune conjunct, that's like a nice, beautiful jumping off point for new energy. That happens the day after Mercury goes direct. So I find that just to be super auspicious to say all of this is happening. Full moon energy, Mars goes into Libra, full moon energy, closing all these things down, community friendships was just for the future. And then we get a beautiful water conjunction the next day. It just feels, what are your thoughts on that? Because it feels to me like clear, different energy. And leaning into that Jupiter, Venus, and water and Cancer energy, leaning into that water emotional energy. Because I don't know about you, but right now in life, time is warped, it's speeding up, or then it's slowing down, or I don't really know what time is. And then all of a sudden, how do I say? It's like big things happen each day. And I almost don't even feel like I get the time to process as deeply as maybe I used to. Maybe all last year I was given time and space to be able to feel so deeply into my emotions, why this came up, what came up, and the people that were involved. And now I'm being asked to make these just real trusting decisions, like very God-led decisions without fully having or without having the full image as to why, but trusting and knowing that my gut is leading me. How has that been feeling for you? How is everybody feeling are you being asked to make decisions in a little bit more of I don't want to say rapid, but more, immediate. Like we're finally jumping over hurdles after all practice, like an athlete, it gets easier. I love that analogy, Jonathan. I love that so much. I love that analogy so much. It's very I had a dream. This card was in my dream last night. Very, very fascinating. I put a video on the difference between astral traveling and dreaming last night or yesterday. It was on Sunday. I posted that yesterday. Very fascinating conversation. Very fascinating conversation. I'd like to see, how hold that, hold that. What cards would like to come through for today? The word patience is coming to mind. All yellow. All yellow. Ooh, love the Wheel of Fortune just popping its little head out there. Pages reversed. Page of Cups, Page of Pentacles reversed, Devil reversed, Five of Swords energy. Yes. Yes. Enjoying your own resources, have everything you need, have to use it. I love that. I absolutely love that, Jonathan. I absolutely love that. There's a lot of sword energy here, but it really does. It feels like we have what it is inside of us that we need. And trusting that we don't need the validation as to why we have to make the decision. Sometimes, how do I say? When God asks you, and we've talked about this before, when God asks you, when source, universe, spirit asks you to do something, do you do it or do you say, like, well, tell me why? What's the gold coin that I get at the end of this? Self-belief and trust, not seeking from others. Huge, Jonathan. Huge, huge, huge. It really is when we co-create, when we're co-creating with the God of our understanding and they give us a message, say, okay, I trust you on this. I don't need to know. I think we talked about it last week. Selling my, going into the store and me being like, well, I can go into the store. And then it was not fun. But really asking yourself, yeah, I'm hearing like, we feel like my ears ringing, blind faith. For some of us, it might feel like we're having blind faith and that we don't really understand why. That's okay. That's okay. It might not make sense. And the council really spoke of like, we're getting used to this non-linear time. If time feels so warped, but in one day I can become the most evolved version of myself, I can clear timelines in a day, I can do this in a day. Like there's so much is happening in one day that's spanning multiple universes and timelines. And we're getting used to that. It's taking more rest, it's taking more trust, it's taking more community, it's taking more leaning in. I would say really, because this full moon is happening in the house of community, friendships, and wishes for the future, who you surround yourself with is so important. This is the Mars transit as well. The Mars going into the house of others and relationships, and the full moon closing in the house of others. This is powerful. This is really powerful. And maybe this is coming up for you. Maybe you've already done all this work and you're just kind of sitting with the celebration of that full moon, which is beautiful. It doesn't feel scary to me. None of this feels scary. We're really getting used to this energy and what grounding and what sinking into water energy looks like. Feeling our emotions deeply, giving ourselves time to rest. But yeah, the two pages of water and earth are reversed. What does that mean to us? What do we feel about this? Because there's many different ways that I can interpret the pages reversed. Could be mixed messages, could be liars around, could be things that we're not, or it's saying like trusting your own gut, trusting your own gut, trusting your own gut, trusting your own gut. Yeah, I really living into the energy and the vibrations of what fills you up. When do you feel most alive? When do you feel most aligned? When do you feel most free and rich? What are you doing? What are those types of experiences? What does that look like? New perspectives and taste on old patterns, trust your experience and belief. Huge, Jonathan. I absolutely love that. I absolutely love that. Now, what is it that we do? How do we feel most in flow? How do we feel like we get our divine messages? Where are we? What are we doing? What does that look like for each and every one of you? Is it going for walks in nature? Is it, when it's raining and the windows are open? Is it when you're driving and your just hair is all over the place? Is it when you're channeling? Is it when you're having a family dinner? What does that look like for you? When get signs like certain words from songs stand out, Jonathan, I love that. I love that. That is so beautiful. When the right song finds you, that's so beautiful. That's so, so beautiful. Oh my goodness, I love that. I love how music, like the music itself sings to you. That's incredible. That's so incredible. But yeah, really spend some time with that. Signs sync up with what you're thinking and appear in signs in the real world. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, yeah, I'd asked God for a sign the other day and I got it within the hour. It was really, and it hasn't happened in a really long time that I was so specific with. I had a subscriber once say, because I was like, God, give me a sign. And then finally, this person had said, like, tell God the sign that you want. Say, okay, if I'm on the path, show me this. Yes, exactly. If I'm on the path, show me this. If I'm on the right path, show me this. And it happened within the hour. It was really special. It was a big one. And I talk about it a bit in the Mars video, so that I won't repeat myself here. But for today, really asking yourself, with fire and air being our new energy, and we will retrograde back the end of 2025. So we'll get that like, whew, okay. But this is not energy that's slowing down. This is nothing to fear. This is something to welcome. Just really asking ourselves, how do we balance that? What do we have that's fire and air in our own big three, in our sun, moon, and rising? How does that represent within our own chart? Where is this grand trine falling? What houses are Mars, Uranus, and Pluto in right now? Yes, 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 yes. What's for you won't go by ye. I love that. I love that. Yes. Nigel, it's so good to see you. How are things? I hope you're doing well. We were just talking about music and you popped up. Oh, it's lovely to see you again. I'm so happy you're here. Honestly, it's been beautiful to see people out living their lives in this time period, out experiencing. It's like the advice that like I had talked about for Leo season and for August is like go experience. Go experience. I love that you're back. Tell us the music of the day. Tell us the song of the day. I'm so happy to see you, Nigel. So, so happy. Tell us what's new for you. But really, these pages reversed, there's a lot that's been coming up for a lot of people about leaning into the healthiest relationships that you see in your future and trusting that. Oh, I love that. Creating more art, Nigel. I'm so happy to hear that. I'm so happy to hear that. Oh, I know. I'm just so happy to hear that. Life is beautiful. Yes, life is powerful. I think whenever, you see people out and about, they're like, how's life? And I don't want to say good, bad, or ugly. It's powerful. Life is so powerful and it feels so rich and so full. And so I'm so grateful to share in this space with you. I'm so grateful. Creating more art. I'm happy to hear that. I started singing a little bit more and I love that. I recorded a little dittle and I am posting it later on, I think on the 8th, I'm not sure, but just yeah, enjoying experiencing being human, enjoying the human experience and leaning into what's good and just removing what, not that it's not good or bad or anything, but it's removing what is not aligned for you in this season. And that phrasing has been so helpful for me because time is so wonky that this season of life, Oh my goodness, Jonathan playing the piano, that sounds incredible. I can't wait to hear. Oh, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. And yeah, really asking yourself, what does this season of life look like? What does this week look like? What else wants to be closed? What else wants to be celebrated? What aspect of life or self or what we can put into a specific container? This could be just from the last full moon to this one. Doesn't really matter, but what's coming up for you that's ready to be given over to the guides? Yeah, music. Music is so potent. It's just so lovely. I can get lost in it. I forget about time and space when I'm singing or when I'm listening to proper music. I just, whew, it feels so good. It feels so good. What new music, Nigel, have you been enjoying and listening to? What's been new for you? I've been on a Billie Holiday kick myself, and it soothes my soul. It's beautiful. Yeah, it's been jazz and blues and Billie Holiday. Full on. Yeah, full on Billie Holiday. Yeah, the ways to really look at, and I'll put the moon back where it is right now, but looking at water, looking at the North Node in Pisces, good place to heal. Taurus, wherever Taurus falls in your chart, that's a good place to really do some work because these heavy hitters are going to go back into these signs. Taking the time to really, I would lean on Pisces energy right now. I'd lean on Taurus energy right now. I would be not classically manifesting, but planting some serious seeds wherever 14 degrees of Cancer falls, wherever this conjunction of Jupiter and Venus falls, that's where I would be looking to like, this is a fertile ground. Definitely plant some seeds there. The South Node, once Mars leaves Virgo on the 6th in 2 days, the South Node will be alone in Virgo. So we'll have a few minutes before Virgo season starts on the 22nd, where the South Node this is our lessons. This is a lot of our past experiences, like our past life patterns, and are those not self themes, as I like to call them. Yes, yes. Taurus, Sun, Aquarius, Moon, Sag, rising, keeping the flames under control with all the new. Yes, 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 yes. Lean on that Taurus. Lean on that Taurus Sun, Jonathan. I love it. I love it. And be that grounded, sovereign, strong presence for others. Yeah, that Taurus energy. It's like a nice, it's like I don't even want to say bonfire, but because of your air and fire, yeah, it's like the Taurus like contains the Sag. I love that. I love that. I love that. And really, yeah, looking at Scorpio energy with Lilith kind of at the midway point of Scorpio right now. You know, I did a whole Scorpio, Lilith and Scorpio, all signs reading, and that's a 9-month transit, very connected to the feminine. So there's this depth here that's being curated. We're being asked to be a little bit more, I don't even want to say like sophisticated, but we're being asked to kind of like level ourselves up in the most wild and, how do I say? How can you trust yourself enough to say, I never want to show up to anything that I don't want to show up for ever again? And the second that I show up to something and I feel full, amazing. The second I don't feel full, I'm leaving. How can you fully show up every day, every second of every day, to every engagement, to every juncture, to every friendship group, to every moment, to every job, to every client session? Like, how can you show up so full to every live, to everything? How could you just show up completely full? And then the second you don't feel full anymore, you pivot and you say, okay, I'm going to walk towards fullness. I'm going to walk towards presence. I'm going to walk towards gratitude. I'm going to walk towards whatever emotions we decide to feel every day. How can we do that? Yes, Jonathan, 100%. Enjoy the boredom. Enjoy the boredom. Enjoy the boredom. I love that so much. Yes. Oh, It can be so triggering in this world of air, intellect, and information, and fire, and doing, and all of these things. But when you slow down enough to be bored, and it's something that it hits your psychology, then you show up to things with all your energy. Yes, yes. Jess, hi. Happy Monday. Good to see you, hun. How are you feeling? How are you feeling? That's so beautiful, Jonathan. It is. It's that boredom to say, the world is going to world. Let it be. I'm going to be radically present and be right here and let it shift. I do the same thing. I've put a what is it called? The app Opal. I put that for my Instagram. So now I have to go into Opal, go on a little break, and then to get onto Instagram because I noticed I was posting, responding to DMs, and then I was like, ooh, what's happening here? And so I had to put a little blocker on that because that's definitely one of my addictions. But yes, radically present. Yes. Dreams. Thank you. I'm so excited. I'm writing it down. Smurs. So yes, yes. The anxiety scroll and the doom scroll, that's definitely something that I don't recognize how addictive it is. I can say, and I've told every single one of you for a long time that that is where I struggle. Yes. Thank you so much, Nigel, for that. Thank you. We've been missing you. We're so grateful. I can't wait to listen to that. And Nigel does our song of the week. So I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. And it's really giving yourself that time away to say the world's going to world. Those messages will be there. If I need to know something, I will know it. But I don't need to check all the things all the time. I don't need to be available all the time. I can spend time with Sybil, my kitten. I can spend time with my family. It was like very, very powerfully. I can be there for them. I can be there for my friends and my family, my chosen people. And I can show up full and be present. It's something that, like, trying on, like when you're eating or when you're with people in your life, maybe don't even have your phone near you. Maybe put it in your pocketbook. That's one thing that I've noticed, and I've done that for many years, that if I'm out with someone, I will not have my phone on the table. I rarely put it out. It's like if I'm at a cafe and I'm typing, I'll have my phone as my timer so I know how long I've been there and I do my little timers. But if I'm with another human being, my phone is away. It is away. I am present in that moment. So that's something I'm very proud of and very grateful for. And I noticed that it's not always reciprocated. It's very rare to do that in this world. And also if I'm out and about with someone who is a mom or a dad, I totally get it. Like there are certain extenuating circumstances that prevent you from being able to be like fully in that. But yeah, how can you show up in full presence? In just full presence and just be there completely with that person, with that soul. Yes, yes. If I'm out, I'm looking around and almost searching or enjoying the experiences I get before I go home. I love that, Jonathan. I absolutely love that. That is so beautiful. That is so precious and so special. And it's the present moment is called a present. It is our gift. And the more present we become, the more we recognize, like, this is coming in, or this needs to change, or this has to go, or this is closing, or this is blossoming. Presence is where we get all of our ideas. And when we slow down enough to hold it, it's everything. It's everything. We can see when we're radically present, we can see what is leaving and what is coming in 100%. Looking for opportunities, they're everywhere. Well, I just so agree with you, Jonathan. Yes. I've had an addiction to Roblox right now. My little cousin got me into it. Jess, I hear you and I see you. I hear you and I see you. Thank you for sharing. It's so, there's like infinity upon infinity on Roblox. My nephew plays it and he, yeah, put it on my phone. So I see you. Thank you for sharing that. This, you are definitely not alone. You are so seen. You are so seen within that. And the awareness, it doesn't have to be solved. The first step of, and many, if not all, like step programs, the first step is just the awareness. Say, oh wow, this is my problem. Yeah, like, "Oh, wow, my scrolling is my problem." That's it. My Roblox is my problem. And to give yourself that grace, to give yourself that awareness of, "Okay, this is where I am. This doesn't fit into my reality. It doesn't fit into my future." My future self is sending those little Easter eggs to say, "Oh, this is what's gotta shift." It's so true. It's so true. You're not alone, Jess, not in the slightest. So thank you for sharing that. Thank you so much for sharing. None of us, in my perspective, have this all figured out at all, at all. Jess, I love that. I love that to just go cold turkey and just like straight up, if I notice I'm addicted to social media, like Instagram, even YouTube, I just straight up delete it until I need it. I love that. I absolutely love that. And it's so powerful to be able to do that. That's a huge, like that self love, that awareness of like, I can radically do this and shift it and rip the band aid off or go cold turkey. That's huge. And then you can integrate it back if you desire, if you desire to. You don't have to. Like that was something with Instagram that I use it for my own content. I use it to connect with people and so many of my clients and my members and so many of you I connect with on Instagram. But I was going on for purpose, but then I was like, what's new? What's here? What's this person doing? A little red circle. What's this? What's this? What's this? And that doesn't serve me. That takes me off my course. Ooh, albums of the week. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Ooh, these are great. Awesome. Of the week. Thank you for sharing. Oh, music can be such medicine. It really can. And so I'm so grateful to share this with all of you. I'm so grateful. Nigel, I'm happy you're here today. Jess, Jonathan, everyone, I'm happy that you're all here today. Yes, yes. So I'm going to keep the two reverse pages out and I'm going to reshuffle and see if there are other messages to come through via the tarot on a little bit of clarity and a little bit of what this could mean for us. Oh my gosh, that was a lot. Okay, well, this came right back out again, so I'll keep that. We know, we really know. Yes, we really know. Okay, a lot of the same. A lot of the same. We do. It's pretty brazen. It's pretty clear what we know what has to go. Just like everyone has really shared, I know exactly what needs to go for me to get to where I'm going. And I have 777. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, so this little pile came out. I want to go through them. There's a beautiful, bright, shining day at the end of whatever it is that is closing for us. This could be 8/8. This could be Mercury retrograde, Mercury going direct. This could be the full moon. Close something up, close it down. And a lot of you have already stepped into this energy. So I just want to highlight that. But a lot of you have already done whatever it is that's coming up, already done it. And now you're just waiting for things to really catch up. It feels like a more active time period that's coming. And also really recognize checking in with your own intuition. Check in with your own intuition. Not even every single message that I say for you is going to be what resonates. That is okay. That's okay. I talk about this being a cafeteria line. So it could be in one live stream that maybe 20% resonates and 80% doesn't, or 50-50, or 100% one time, and then nothing of one live. You know what I mean? It's not doctrine, what anyone is saying. So I think that we're learning to trust our own intuition. We're really learning how to trust our own intuition or to be inspired and activated by the channelers. I really, yeah, inspired and activated. Yep. Came out again. Came out again. Fascinating. The Knights. So we had reversed that were the qualifying cards, Page of Cups and Page of Pentacles reversed. And now we have the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles straight up, both of them. The Knight of Cups is surrounded by sevens. This could be prosperous. There could be people that in your life, not that need to fully be removed, but that maybe the way that you show up for them needs to shift. The way that you communicate with them needs to shift. The amount of conversations I've had about this exact thing is profound over the weekend. Like, whatever Mercury retrograde is bringing up, whatever is coming up for you that needs to be closed down, you can't tell it, the thing, the situation, the person, that you're a deja vu or you remind me of this. You can't tell that. All you can do is show up as your full self and speak from I statements and be the most evolved version of you now. That's the only way to really navigate this. And this is really, I'm having a full body chill. This is what the Knight of Pentacles, that slowness represents, is like, I can't shift the outer, but I am a new evolved inner, and I'm expressing that via my voice. I'm expressing that via my words and my actions, or the way that you show up for things, the way you invest, the way you purchase things. Yes, Jess, I love that. This retrograde has brought up so much healing in different ways of thinking. I love that, Jess. That is huge, honey. That is so huge. I'm so proud of you. This has been such a beautiful journey, and not an easy one, but a supported one. And you are doing the work. You are constantly doing the work, and I'm so proud of you. I'm just so proud of you. It might just feel a little bit slow, but let it. It's like all surrounded by beautiful sevens. Like, where is he? This is so lovely. This is so lovely. We know, it's like what I'm seeing is like, you know who you are, you know where you're going, but there's almost like this apologetic energy that's like, oh, I have to explain myself to this person. And I'm just like, it's less words right now, and just more embodiment, more showing up as, more showing up full. Continue to do the deep inner work. Continue to be aware of what needs to be removed, and remove it in the moment that it's meant to be removed. And it might not be, like we said, it might not be linear. It might be, there have been times that I have 100% needed to just like scroll, 100%. And I will say actively to my guides, I'm going to turn off the block on Instagram and I'm going to scroll. I'm aware that this is not what's best for me. I'm totally okie dokie with that. And I'm just like, life is just lifing. It is a little bit overwhelming, underwhelming, whelming. I'm very aware that I'm doing this. I'm very aware that this is not the best thing for me. Totally aware. And I'm going to 100% do it. So there are times that we do that. I don't advocate for that, but I'm just saying that, like, I'm right alongside you. Sometimes you just need that. Hopefully one day I won't. Hopefully one day it'll be a totally different paradigm, and that I'll just swan dive into my boredom. Today, after this, I'm going to really sit with Sybil. We're going to play, and I'm going to restart a Lord of the Rings. I'm just thinking going right to the beginning, and letting that live. I've been decluttering my Pandora's box. Things have kept hidden, whatever. Resonant anger. Yes, 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 Nigel. That is huge. I'm so proud of all of you. I'm so grateful to be a vibrational match for every single one of you, and just to see you doing this work, just to see you. And I love that, Nigel, opening the Pandora's box and just looking inside. Anger is such a potent, powerful tool. And us looking at this and looking at all the intricacies and all the connections. I think that's something that the Mercury retrograde has really brought up for me, how certain habits were really connected to certain experiences or lonelinesses, whether it be I was overdoing astrology to not feel this feeling, or I was, eating things that weren't really right for me to not sink into certain like things that I didn't expect to be connected. The more weeding I did of my inner garden, I was like, oh, wow, this weed is wrapped around this weed. And that's why it was so tough. And I couldn't pull this one out because this one was attached to that. And so those types of experiences were really healing. And although it felt really gross in the moment, one thing that I didn't do is judge myself for any of my past actions. So the realization would come. And, in past seasons of Sarah, I would have been like, for example, singing, where I was like, oh, you haven't been singing for months. And I think I talked about this last week, so pardon me for repeating myself. But I would be like, oh, you didn't sing for months. Where it's like, oh, no. I revere the season that got me here. And I wouldn't be able to get to the point where I could sing if I didn't have those 2 seasons. Yes, 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 Jess, 100%, 100%. It's like I'll fully just, and that's when my Aries comes out, where I'm just like, my Aries sun is at 2 degrees. I'm like, I'm checking out right now. All right. I'm like, I don't drink anymore. I don't smoke. I don't eat sugar. I don't do all these bad things that I used to do. And I just like, if me scrolling on my phone is the worst thing that I'm doing, I'm the higher self, I'm doing fine. Okay. And my guides are like, just, she's going to feel worse after, but it's cool. Just let her do her thing. Just let her tuck herself out. She'll get there. And I get there. I definitely get there. I definitely get there. It's funny. Yeah. My natal sun is sitting right here. So Saturn and Neptune are sitting on top of my sun. Pluto is sextiling my sun. Uranus is sextiling my sun. Mars is an opposition of my sun. There's one other. Oh, Venus is squaring my sun right now. It's awesome. It's like it's biblical, for lack of a better term. It's like it's so scripted. So scripted. Yeah, wherever. Yeah, look to see where 0, 1, 2 degrees of any sign, literally any sign, they're all getting activated. But whatever you have at 0, 1, 2, it's getting hit by somebody. Getting hit by somebody. The full moon's at, what did I say, 16 degrees? Yeah, 16 degrees. Of sun will be in Leo, and the moon will be right over here. I love it. A few days after that, Mercury is going to go direct. A few days after that, or the next day, Venus, Jupiter will conjunct. So we'll talk a little bit more about that next week, because we're going to meet on Monday, the day that Mercury goes direct. How are we feeling? How are we feeling? Yes. I'm listening to a lot of Grace Jones, wonderful Billie Holiday, and Eartha Kitt. Oh my God, Nigel, you speak my language. That is beautiful. Or I'm going to put Eartha Kitt on my list. I haven't, she's just a soul friend. What is your favorite Eartha Kitt right now? Grace Jones, you know exactly what you're doing, Nigel. You know exactly what you're doing today. Oh my gosh. What album of Eartha Kitt or Grace Jones are you on right now? Please share. I'm so excited. Thank you for that. Thank you for sharing that. Yes. Pure witchy and mysterious vibes. That's what we're in right now. That's what we're in. Yeah. What questions do you have for me? What would you like to share with the group going into this week, with Mars going into Libra, the full moon, from now until we meet again on Monday? What do you want to talk about? What's new for you that you'd like to share? Or if you don't want to, that's totally okay. But how can I best support you? Are there questions that you have? Are there video requests that you have? Is there something that I've not talked about that you're interested in? We had our first Council of 9 meeting that was so potent today. So potent. The link is in the description if you're interested in the recording, the follow-up. That's going to be the first Monday of every month at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if that is too early for you, then definitely the follow-up is available for purchase right now. And let me put, I always forget to put the support page in here. Let me pin that. If this channel resonates or if you feel nourished by this work, I'm always available for donations. I am so grateful for every single one of you. Your support keeps the walls up. So I'm so, so, so grateful. Oh, thank you so much. But how can I best support you this week? What is it that you're interested in? If there's nothing, that's a beautiful place to be. You're just riding the waves of this fire and air. You're sinking into good food, sinking into Grace Jones would definitely be nightclubbing, makes you feel like a main character. Yes, I love that. I love that. Main character energy is the way. It is the way. Good morning, Susanna. Good morning. I'm hugging you from across time and space, girl. It is so lovely to see you. It is just such a lovely moment to see you. How is Venus in Cancer treating you? How is travels? Oh my goodness. I'm just hugging you. My goodness. To every single one of you, I just want you to know that I'm a hugger. So the moment that we do meet in human form, please let me know ahead of time if you have physical space boundaries because I am a hugger and you need to know that. Packing, heading home this morning. Beautiful. What's due for me is following more shamanics principles and really embodying our mother, father, God's unconditional love. Jess, that is empowering. That is beautiful. That is just what you literally, I'm so excited that you're swan diving into the bosom of the mother and the father right now. That is where you belong. That is perfect. Shamanic, yep. This is so exciting. Happy baby shower. Oh, Skatara. Yes, yes, yes. I love this. I love this. I love it. We've missed you, Nigel. We've missed the music. Jess, that is so beautiful. I'm so excited and I'm so proud of you. And just keep being open to receive, being open to receive all of the gifts that you need for your baby coming, all of the financial support that you need. And really, there's a phrase that I love is unexpected money finds me effortlessly. Unexpected money just comes to me. Unexpected, like those little things, switching up the language so you don't always have to say like it has to be this way. Jupiter return on the 31st felt great, but this Venus square Saturn and Neptune has brought some heavy things. Jenny, thank you so much for sharing. Thank you so much for sharing. That Jupiter return, that's going to be your seed planted. That is beautiful. Yeah, the Venus square Saturn, we forget how deep Venus in Cancer can go. That cardinal water energy. And so give yourself the time and space to feel those things, do ceremony around it, do anything that you need to do, anything that you need to do. Yes, congrats, Jess, congrats. Yeah, definitely and giving yourself, Jenny, as much time this weekend as you can with the full moon coming up, give it over to the full moon. Have a self-care night, any night as close to the full moon as you can, where you just have a comfort movie, some good comfort food, and you just kind of can just be with yourself and be with those emotions. Because when those huge things come up and you're ready to give them over, like that Jupiter return is asking of you, there's still that moment of empty space, of clean, empty space. When you've released the old that doesn't serve you before the new can come in, you've cleaned your inner house and all the inner things. And you're like, wow, like be in that in between, that liminal space, that liminal space. Oh my goodness. So much deep healing. So much deep healing, Jess. This is beautiful. Everyone, I'm so proud of every single one of you and how deep you have gone. Like this is, and I really want to highlight how potent this community is that many people And I've also done this, so I'm not judging. There's been many seasons of life in the past where I've actively chose not to feel my feelings so deeply, not to do the inner work, not to clean out the inner closet of myself. So know that I see how brave you are. I see how courageous you are to look at Pandora's box, to look at the Venus square, to look at Jess, the relationship with the father of your child, like to look at this, to do this work. It takes incredible courage and just so much bravery and so much self-love and self-trust that I just really just celebrate every single one of you with what you're doing and where you are. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of every single one of you. It is not easy, but with community, we can do this. We can fly. I'm so proud. I'm just so proud. It's just so many blessings. I just wish for every single one of you to receive everything that you want, need, and desire, to just receive all of your manifestations, to have all of them come true, just to live the life of your dreams, to feel supported, to have a life of leisure and joy and friends and family and a rich, abundant life. I wish that for every single one of you. I want you to feel so good every day, to wake up when you want to wake up, to listen to the music you want to listen to be surrounded by supportive people. I wish that for you every single moment of every single day. And I love you. I love you so, so much. This has been, yeah, this is so curious to me. This is so curious to me. And then the Knights of Pentacles and Cups coming in, surrounded by sevens. So I'm excited. Yes, yes. Community, spirit, master, source, God is everything. I love that, Jess. I love that. I love that. Literally from the air we breathe to the farthest star in the solar system. It's God and everything. I love you all so much. Have a beautiful week. Have a beautiful full moon. I am so just celebrating every single one of you. Enjoy Mars in Libra. Enjoy the full moon. We will meet again next Monday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for our live. Mercury will be going direct. Lots of clarity coming. Be with yourselves. Know that I'm sending so much love across time and space. Thank you for doing all of the deep inner work that you're doing. Safe travels, Susanna. Safe travels home. So much love for every single one of you. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Just sending, yes, it's so good. So good, Nigel. Welcome, welcome back. I'll see every single one of you next week. And from my heart to yours, I love you so much. See you. Bye.